Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So we are heading into the city today. Vern and Lynn are busy doing the same, and I figured this is a good opportunity for me to go pick up a new wind generator, because from my research online I haven't been able to find a decent wind generator at a decent price. And oddly enough, there's one on sale at Canadian Tire of all places, and it's got really good reviews, and it's only like 600 bucks, which is only like 150 more than I paid for the other one. So yeah, that's fine. Comes with a charge controller and everything, so we'll go pick it up, set it up, and then we'll have power on board again. That'll be nice. Check it out, the tide is so high right now that the rock I usually tie off to is underwater. There's nowhere to stand. There it is, underwater. I mean, it's just kind of bizarre because last night when I came out to the boat, I could almost walk all the way out to it. The tide was out so far. And then this morning, the tide is in so far that even my tie-off rock is underwater. Tides in this bay are pretty nuts. That must be a difference of like 12 feet. Apparently in the summer, the low tides are really low. So anyway, let's head into the city. Alright, well that was a fairly average trip into town. What do you think, champ? We got some supplies for fiberglass, we got some food, and we got a new wind turbine. So we'll go back to the boat, we'll install that. I've been kind of pleasantly surprised about the commerce here, at least on Vancouver Island. It's actually quite affordable. Vancouver, the city, is quite expensive. And then, you know, Gabriola Island, the grocery store there is horrendous, so I don't go there. But yeah, the prices on a whole aren't too bad, especially if I'm going into Nanaimo. The ferries are always a pain. I always end up missing both of them in both directions every single time. I don't know why that is. I show up early, but it just always works out that way. Such is life. I've just assumed that I'm always going to miss the first ferry, and I just give myself extra time. Alright, let's get our wind turbine installed. I got the wind turbine installed just in time for some cloudy, calm days. And so with no power coming in, the battery bank was looking not so great. Vern and I decided to try and rescue an old generator of his that pumps electricity out in DC form, which works better for my application. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the motor going, but eventually the day was saved in the form of a giant windstorm, and now my battery banks are full. The new wind turbine is working well. In the meantime, I haven't been able to row to shore very often, so in the interim, I've been doing a little bit of insulation work. I'm using partly new insulation for the bigger sections and some reused older secondhand insulation that Vern had lying around his place to just patch up the little corners. I've also been working on a door for the main cabin. The idea here being that there would be a nice solid door on the port side and starboard, something reminiscent of maybe a fishing trawler. The windstorm that's been raging for the last few days has been making the transit from shore to the boat a little difficult. I've been getting consistently at least 40 kilometers an hour of wind, and usually more than that, so much so that the wind generator is actually topping out its max speed here at anchor, which is a little concerning because I'm in a very sheltered area and it's still very, very windy. I also snapped an oar trying to row back. It takes me so long and I'm rowing so hard. This morning I just snapped an oar in half. I guess it must have been weak or whatever, but still not great. And then when I finally did get the boat tied up at the boat, I went to go do some work, came back to check on the dinghy, and it had floated off to shore. So now I'm stuck on the boat with no oars and my dinghy gone, and it's a windstorm. So I got that little pink one. I'm going to try and brave the waters in the pink one, but it's so dodgy, and I don't have oars to stabilize myself or to steer into the wind or anything. So I'm going to take a plank of wood, I guess, and just try to canoe myself to shore, rescue that other dinghy, and then see if I can't replace an oar or fix it. Maybe I can fiberglass it? I don't know. I'd rather just be actually building something on the boat, but instead I'm doing manic last-minute ditch repairs. The rowing I've been doing is a good analogy for how I feel about the work on the boat. I'm trying to move forward, and I'm going as far and as fast as I can, but instead I'm just staying in the same place. It's a little frustrating. I have to make a lot of progress, and I'm not making any. And now it's raining. God damn. Champ, did you find the dinghy? The dinghy. It was over here by this house. Okay, now we gotta go fix this oar. Oh, okay. One adventure at a time, eh, buddy? Jesus. At least somebody's enjoying themselves. Thanks for watching. This build is made possible in no small part thanks to your help. Patreon is the backbone of this project's finances, and there's plenty of cool perks there. If you'd rather make a one-time donation, there's a PayPal link in the description as well. There's also an Amazon wish list in the description if you'd rather directly invest in parts I'll need for the build. Lastly, if you'd like to help me build, please get in touch. A day sanding is a day sailing when she launches. Thanks so much.